That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? We are only about 2 weeks away from the brand new Star Wars series, Star Wars Acolyte. And a brand new clip has come out that, quite frankly, is 4 times better than any trailer they put out so far. Let's give it a little bit of background on this. So a number of years ago, during that infamous and famous Disney shareholder call, they announced that they were doing Star Wars The Acolyte. And other than at that same event, they announced Shogun. Other than Shogun, nothing else, not Fantastic Four announcement, nothing else got me as excited about The Acolyte. To me, the idea of this show and what it could be was amazing to me. Then we found out that the showrunner of Russian Dolls was going to be showrunning. Russian Dolls is great. Having the showrunner from that come in to do this, fabulous, right? All's good. And I've been super excited for this. And then the trailers dropped. And I'm not going to say the trailers were bad. Okay, I'm not saying the trailers were bad, but to me, they were underwhelming. You know, they did not move the needle for me at all. Plus, in this, what I had made up in my own head, admittedly, like this dark world, an underground world of an acolyte, it seemed very clean and shot in such a way that it felt very midday afternoon soap opera, you know, frame rate and everything like that. And nothing about it really appealed to me much.
Everything was on the nose to me. Like the dialogue was just all on the nose.
It was exactly that. And I understand using that a little bit in a trailer, but it just, again, nothing about it made me excited. And I found it very disappointing. Now, granted, just a trailer. I've seen trailers to shows like Arcane, Harley Quinn, that I thought were boring and looked stupid and I'd had no interest in the show, and then I ended up loving the show. Hopefully that's the case with The Acolyte. But one of the things I said was, I think they really need to drop a clip.
Yeah.
Well, they dropped a clip. And I don't know if you got any screenshots of it there, Jonathan, but they dropped a clip for The Acolyte. And I'll tell you what, it looks so good. And it's really dark though, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
that was the problem. I couldn't. Everything I found was like that. So
it's a very simple little shot and scene of a master battling his old apprentice.
Right.
Very simple, very straightforward. Not a lot you had to. We don't have context for it or anything. And I'll tell you what. First of all, I'm going to make a bold statement. Although if you think about it, nobody will disagree with me. I have never seen a better hand-to-hand combat sequence in Star Wars ever. This is the best hand-to-hand combat sequence I've ever seen in Star Wars. Not that there's been a ton of it, right? There hasn't been a whole lot of it.
Yeah, it's usually behind a blade, a saber, or blasters. So
yeah, exactly. So look good. I, like many of you guys at home, grew up flipping on Channel 47, where I was up in Canada, and watching weekend afternoon kung fu films, man. Shaolin versus Llama, baby. And the style and the techniques totally fit into that. And I'll tell you the other thing I like. I don't know why, but ever since I was a kid, whether it's Rocky V or whether it's something like this, watching the old master beat the ass of the upcomer.
Just not even trying.
Not even trying.
Yeah.
It's like, child, who do you think I am? And it's just so casually dominating the crap out of the old apprentice.
Yeah.
There's something about that I really dig.
If he wanted to kill her, she would have already been dead.
In the first 5 seconds.
And she knew that. I mean, even it was very subtle, but there's that scene where she swipes for his saber and just misses it. But she didn't just miss it.
No,
he literally already foresaw that swipe and was just an inch away.
Yeah, because he wanted to just be an inch away, right? He totally controlled it. Now, but then it does offer at least a little bit of intrigue, right? A simple line of dialogue where he says, "You're not using your weapon. Why?" So, as a clip, it gave us a really great sense of a combat scene, and who knows, maybe that'll be the only good scene in the entire series. Yeah. But so it gives us a little clip of a combat scene. And then introduce a little bit of a question.
Right.
You know, like, okay, there's something more going on here than just good guy fighting bad guy. So I thought it was a very, very good choice of a clip to show. I hope it's not the best clip of the entire series. but I've got to give credit where credit is due. As somebody who has been pretty much dumping on the marketing for Acolyte up until this point, I got to give credit where it's due. This was a very good clip to release. And it's the first thing they've put out. Oh, I also like the poster with the lightsaber with the blood stain dragon behind it. That was pretty, I'll give it that. That was pretty good too. But this is the first real piece of marketing they've put out that has actually increased my excitement level for the show, because they failed to do it up until now. Now, I'm not saying now all of a sudden I believe Acolyte is going to be a great show. I'm not saying that. I hope it is. But at least this clip gave me a little bit of hope, because I personally think that whereas the trailers have been pretty poor, this has just been badass. And I really like what I saw there. Ray, you're not like a guy who's like been dying to see the Acolyte. So as kind of just somebody watching this, what did you think about the clip?
I thought the action was great, but like the only thing that's ever bothered me about the Acolyte is it doesn't seem like we're taken to another place. Like Star Wars is supposed to be, we're supposed to put ourselves in that environment, right? Like,
right.
And it always just feels like, oh, they're just on a set. They're just like you said, it's too clean. There's like the Acolyte. I expected something grungy. The place they were fighting at kind of reminded me of like a cyberpunky looking place with the neon lights.
It
almost looks like the same place where the robot got with the business card. Like it's sort of like,
it's very standard Star Wars location.
Which I'm still not jumping from that and then like the old towns like in Tatooine. It's still a transition for me to actually, get used to the setting. But like other than that, that's nitpicky. The action itself was good. I liked it.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
Again, I'm not saying this is the greatest clip in the world. I'm just saying for the first time, I'm like, oh, this piece of Acolyte marketing was actually pretty good. I liked it. So, guys, we want to thank a sponsor of today's video, The Wellness Company. Okay, so you wake up with a scratchy throat, congestion, runny nose, and cough. You know your body. You know you're getting sick. So your choices are tough it out, get sick, and take time off work, or hope the doctor can see you this month, or wait 2 hours at urgent care and sit in a room full of sick people, or open your medical emergency kit. Match your symptoms to the doctor-recommended prescription. Start on the right meds and nip this in the bud now. Your medical emergency kit is not a first aid kit. It comes with doctor-prescribed meds to treat over 39 medical issues. Strong antibiotics for infections of all types, strep throat, pneumonia, UTIs, bronchitis, and so much more. Plus, a doctor's easy guide so you'll know exactly what to take and when. There's no waiting to see the doctor, no waiting at the pharmacy. It's all in here. Every home should have at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in just minutes. Your kit will be rushed right to your door, and you can get 15% off at twc.health/Campea and use promo code Campea when you check out. That's promo code Campea at twc.health/Campea. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Did you like the shot? Did you not like the sequence? Maybe you're somebody who I've heard from a number of people who actually like the trailers, and that's cool too. But whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.